Welcome to our guided meditation for gratitude and positivity. When you are ready, sit comfortably with good posture and gently close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose to a count of 4. And pause for 4. Breathe out through the nose for 4. Again, pause for 4. And repeat, simply observing the breath moving around the body. And now, at the beginning of our meditation session, let's take a moment to just calmly notice how we are feeling. There is no right or wrong state of being. We're simply observing however we currently feel and describing that to ourselves. And continuing to observe the breath moving through the body. We're just calming the mind before we move into our gratitude and our positivity. And whatever thoughts or feelings we have in the mind right now, we're just going to let them go. Let those thoughts and feelings float on by as we continue to observe the breath. And we'll take just a few more mindful breaths before we begin. Just allowing the mind to become calm and clear and peaceful. And now let's begin by getting into our gratitude. Bring to mind one thing for which you are grateful. Now, if you're not feeling particularly positive right now, this might be a challenge. So some examples of things for which I am personally grateful include my family, my cats, nature, and so on. So just bring to mind one single thing for which you are grateful. Label that thing in your mind, simply stating its name or describing it. For instance, if you're grateful for nature, you're just going to say nature. And now begin to visualize this thing for which you are grateful. So you are seeing this thing in your mind's eye, allowing any other thoughts or feelings to float on by like light clouds in a clear sky as you visualize this thing for which you are grateful. And now remind yourself why you are grateful for this thing. For example, if you are grateful for nature, you might say, because it is beautiful and peaceful, it helps me to relax, and so on. And so you are just describing to yourself why you are grateful for this thing. And notice, as you are thinking of this thing, as you're remembering why you're grateful for it, it is producing an energy in your body. It's slightly changing the way that you're thinking and feeling. Notice how you feel now, in your mind and in your body, after reflecting on this thing for which you are grateful. Just notice how you feel now. And now let's return for just a moment to the breath. Breathing in through the nose. Observing the breath moving around the body. Allowing the mind to be calm and still. Now bring to mind another thing for which you are grateful. And again, some reminders might be friends or family or any pets you have. Just bringing to mind one thing for which you feel grateful. And name or label that thing to yourself. Now begin to visualize in your mind's eye, visualize this thing for which you are grateful. And so you're focusing your mind on an image of the thing that makes you feel grateful. And should you be distracted at all, just notice that you're being distracted and calmly bring your mind back to that visualization of the thing for which you are grateful. Now begin to remind yourself why you are so grateful for this thing. What is it about this thing that you appreciate so much? And now, having visualized the thing for which you are grateful, and having explained to yourself why it matters to you so much, just notice how you are now feeling in your mind and in your body. And you might find it helpful to describe those feelings to yourself. For instance, I right now am feeling clearer, brighter, more positive. Now once again, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Just observing the breath moving around the body. Now we're going to do one more gratitude before we move into the positivity section. And so bring to mind one more thing for which you are grateful. Name that thing to yourself. And now begin to visualize it in your mind's eye. Remember, it's normal to be distracted from time to time. It's normal to experience thoughts and feelings. Just gently guide your mind back to this visualization of the thing for which you are grateful. And now begin to remind yourself why you are grateful for this thing. How does this thing help you? How does it support you? How does it make you feel better? Just reminding yourself why you are so grateful for it. And now notice how you are feeling in your mind and in your body. And again, let's take a deep breath in through the nose to a count of 4. And we'll pause for 4. Breathe out through the nose for 4. Again, pause and repeat. Now that we have done our gratitude, we are going to do the positivity section. You have brought to mind 3 things for which you are grateful. For instance, I'll let you know that my personal things for which I am grateful are my meditation students, nature, and my family. Now, you're going to imagine a situation in which all 3 of those things coexist. For instance, I am visualizing sitting in a forest, teaching meditation while my family are nearby. And so we've taken the 3 things for which we are grateful and we've brought them together into one visualization. And it might take you a moment to work out how these 3 things come together. That's perfectly fine. Just take your time to visualize a circumstance in which these 3 things for which you are grateful are coexisting. And once you've decided on that scene, visualize it, vividly see it in your mind's eye. What do you see in this scene? What do you hear? What can you feel? Are there any scents or tastes involved? Just taking your time to visualize this scene using all 5 senses. And finally, tell yourself one thing that